Number two is budget and plan. Budget and plan. And you may be saying, Rico, well, you already said plan. No, number one was identifying where you were. We need to start planning yet. See, the second thing is set a budget and plan. You want a budget and plan. See, if you don't have a plan for your money, you will not succeed. I want you to write that down. You know, don't use second person, use first person. Say, if I don't have a plan for my money, I will not succeed. You got to own that. Don't let nobody tell you just go to work and pay your bills and everything gonna be okay. That's what most of them want you to think, because they never want you to get to the next level. Wealthy people or owners plan what happens with the money. That's why it makes more money. And the reason why people who are poor or live in the middle class and trying to get to the upper class, they're still living paycheck to paycheck on a higher level, the reason why they do this, they don't create a plan for their money. They let somebody else do it. And guess what somebody else got planned for you? Not much, okay? So what do you want to do? Okay, how are we gonna set up this plan, Rico? So what you wanna do is you wanna print out your bank statements. This is the beginning of the game plan, all right? Print out your bank statements from the last 3 months. I hope you're writing this down when I'm talking to you, because this is good stuff. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are gonna be talking to me 18 months, 24 months from now and talking about how your financial situation is so better right now because you just done these little things that I'm talking about. And I'm only about 5% of the way through. I'm so excited for y'all tonight. All right, so you want to print out the last 3 months of your bank statements, and you want to highlight with one color what you can do without. And you want to highlight with another color, you know, what's necessary, okay? Obviously, there's some necessary bills, like, you know, light bills, you know, paying your power bill is necessary, right? You know, paying the water bill is necessary. If you own your home or if you rent, that's necessary. Maybe you got a car note, you got car insurance, that's necessary. Okay, eating out 15 times a month, that's unnecessary. You may say, Rico, I can't cook. Well, you'll save some money just getting some food and trying. You know what? Most food has directions on the pack, okay? So what you want to do, if you're not in the financial situation you want to be in, you got to start cutting back a little bit. But I want you to print out your bank statements and highlight everything, let's say in blue, everything that's not necessary, and in yellow, everything that's necessary, and start calculating what's unnecessary, and then we can start trimming some things down. I want you to decide who and where your money will go. Now, after you highlight it, all this stuff about the necessary and unnecessary, then you can start deciding where your money's gonna go and who it's gonna go to and how much they're gonna get. See, now since you already identified how much money you're bringing home and things of that nature, you can start looking at, okay, where this money can go. And I want you to list it out, okay? Not just in your head, not just in your phone. I want you to put it on paper. It needs to be in front of your face. All right, you can do it on your computer, type it up, but you still need to print it out. I'm giving y'all the keys. These are the things that I did in the beginning before I started making a lot of money, before I got in a position where, you know, I was great financially, okay? You want to list it out, write it down. You want to keep it simple. Before you put the totals or where you're going to start paying this money to and who's going to get it and what's necessary, what I want you to do is put your name at the top of the list, okay? I want you to put your name at the top. Now, I'm not talking about where your name goes like if you're in school and you're about to turn in a report, but as the first one to get paid. Now, this little trick right here, man, changed the way my brain works. At the age, you know, of 20 years old, and I totally believe this is what helped separate me from the people who were able to accumulate, you know, wealth quickly and the people who didn't, is I started paying myself first. See, most people say they go to work to get paid, but the only thing or person getting paid are their bills, and they're broke. Now, I know what it's like to be broke, so don't think I'm arrogant and I'm sitting up here talking about broke people and I'm not broke. No, understand, I was once broke too. I grew up and, you know, I watched my mother work paycheck to paycheck, and she was a great person. You know, I think at the end of the day, the vast majority of people who grow up in neighborhoods that have to depend on each other, those are the best kind of people, because we know what it takes just to survive. Some people that's had money all their lives, they don't know what it takes, and typically they're jerks, right? Because they don't know what it's like to not have. So they take a lot of things for granted. Not all of them, but the majority of people who've always had, they take a lot of things for granted because they don't know what it's like. But it's important for everybody to understand that if you're one of the people who grew up, you didn't have much, you got to be able to shift your mind from you were raised to how things are supposed to be if you want to have better. So it's not just about paying your bills to keep the lights on and to be able to eat, but it's about being able to accumulate more than you need so you can help somebody else. That's another one. It's not just about paying your bills to survive, but it's about accumulating more than you need so you can help somebody else. I like that one too, okay? See, if everybody gets there, you know, if everybody gets theirs, you got to make sure you get yours. You know, in Georgia, we got Georgia Power. You know, we got Xfinity, you know, for cable and internet, things like that. You know, you got AT&T and different things for your cell phone providers. I mean, you got all these companies. If you got an iPhone, you're paying, you know, a provider, but you bought that iPhone. It was funny. My son didn't even understand that the cell phone we had. I was like, man, these cell phones are like over $1,000. Like these new cell phones are more than laptop computers, and people are buying them. They say, oh yeah, well, you only got to pay a certain amount per month, but did you realize you're still paying it? Okay, that money is still going somewhere. Don't let somebody trick you with marketing and then keep you broke. That's what's happening. So you got to be able to figure out how to leverage situations and stop being leveraged. That was another good one too. So the quickest way to make it to financial security, listen to this, is to spend less money and make more money. Make sure somebody put it in the comments for me, so making sure somebody heard that, or making sure they see that, making sure that people understand that was important. The quickest way to make it to financial security is to spend less money and make more money. Now, most people say it's either or, right? Most people say, well, you know, if you want to improve your situation, you either have to spend less money or you have to make more money. But the quickest way to financial security is to do both at the same time. See, now that's my philosophy. You know, it's like, you know, I got some pretty cool stuff, but at the same time, I can spend way more money based upon the money that I've made, based upon some of the investments that I have. But I make plans for my money. So I'll make sure that I won't be somewhere broke and, you know, don't have any more, because there's several people, and you probably know of them. In fact, a lot of celebrities, maybe, you know, athletes, professional athletes, entertainers, and some people who even made it big, like in the industry that I've been in. There were several people who were mentors to me early on in my career that today are selling cars. And those people became millionaires in the company that I was involved in. And today they're selling cars in their mid-60s, almost, you know, 70 years old, selling cars. And there's nothing wrong with selling cars, don't get me wrong. But they're not doing it as something that they can do in their extra time. They're doing it because they didn't have a plan for their money. So I want you to be able to have a plan for your money. So like I said, you want to be able to start budgeting and planning. We went through that, and I told you to put your name as first on the list.